contributors as you guys have, whether it's defensive end, obviously Kalijah, your safeties, probably be a little bit anxious. But because of the way you guys have recruited, are you, I don't know, I guess, are you nervous? Are you anxious heading into the spring, or do you feel good?
No, I think it's, I'll put it this way, Patrick Jones and Rashad Weaver graduated and we led the country in sacks the next year. So we expect the next guy up, as we did in the bowl game. So you got to see next year's football team for the most part in the bowl game and against the number 2 offense in the country. And we didn't do as well as we'd like, but the nice thing is all of these guys know what they have to do better. And so, you know, they've learned the hard way, going from, well, I should be starting to, oh, geez, I'm starting against one of the best offenses in the country, and now I realize what I have to get better at. So I think this group is really locked in. They understand that they're not where they need to be. They're not as experienced as some, but they're certainly going to be ready to go when it comes time for the fall. And as you guys know, we have the best coaching staff in the country, excluding me. But the guys on defense do the best job I've ever coached with, and I think that they'll prepare these guys to be ready to go as they have over the last 5 years.
Randy, what do these drills play into that finding who the next man up is?
Well, right now we're just teaching basics. So at this point it's just pretty much sound football is how we play. Then when we get the pads on, we'll have a much better feel for what the guys can do and who should be where and who should start. Right now it's really more, as you guys saw, we're tagging off, and it's really not as much football as it is alignment, assignment, and as we go along, then it'll become more football.
You guys have a good amount of new players, whether that's early freshmen or transfers. Can you just talk through how you've seen them do so far? Just, I know it's really early, but
yeah, well, we only have a couple of guys who are new. We have a freshman, Lovelace. Who else do we have? We have a safety, and that's it, right? Those are the only 2 new. So really, we're not, at least on defense, I'm only talking defense, but on defense, we don't have all that many new guys, so we can spend a lot more time with those guys, especially at positions where we have experience coming back. So it's nice because we can go slower with those guys, and then everybody else is well accelerated. And the nice thing with our kids is they teach those guys, and so they're way ahead because they've been here for a couple months now.
You kind of alluded to next man up defensive line. How about its safety? You saw some guys in the bowl game kind of step up.
Absolutely.
On special teams. What do you feel about your depth at safety?
Yeah, well, I think right now we've got 3 or 4 guys fighting for the position. Depth is always, you got to have a pair and a spare, I think. You know, in this day and age, playing 14, 15, 16 games, you're going to have 3 guys start at least. You hope you don't get to 4 and 5. When you get to 4 and 5, now you're into young guys who maybe aren't as experienced and aren't as ready. But I think at this point we've got 3 to 4 guys that for sure have played enough ball that this should be their time. And I think it'll be a good fight. Who it will be, stay tuned.
Javon McIntyre made big plays in the last couple of games, the
Sure.
Miami game and the Sun Bowl.
Yeah.
Those were the ones that really stood out. But overall, how did you see him play?
Well, he made as many big mistakes as he did big plays. And that's what's going to happen with a first-time starter. So, and he knows that, and we're realistic with him. You know, there's things he's got to get better at, and you would prefer at his point in his career, he would know he's got things to work on. And beautiful thing about winning the bowl game is that we didn't play as well as we'd like to on defense, and so the kids know they got to get better, and him included.
How do you find the next boss?
How do you find him? Oh, he'll be out here. I guarantee you. We found him. We'll find another one. We'll move guys around. We'll figure out who that is. And I mean, did you guys know who Kalijah Cansey was 5 years ago? So, you know, that's the beautiful thing about having great coaches, that they'll coach them up. Most places, they don't do that. If you're not good enough, you're in the transfer portal and you're somewhere else. Here, our guys do a great job of coaching them and teaching them and mentoring them and bringing them to be the next guy up. And I think that's why we're successful.
Why is it you guys work so well together as a staff?
Well, the beautiful thing is we've been together for 5 years, and I give Coach Narduzzi and Heather great credit for keeping guys because, you know, we obviously have been very good on defense, and we've had a lot of schools wanting to poach our coaches. And Heather stepped up and kept them, and Coach Narduzzi has done a great job of keeping them, and that's why we're successful, because now Pitt is not a placed stepping stone-wise, it's a destination coaching-wise, and that's a good thing.
Is Shane Simon, is he comfortable enough in the defense that you could put him in the middle?
Oh yeah,
middle linebacker?
yeah. He started a couple games in the middle, and then we got Brandon George back. So it's a nice place to be because we know Shane can play many positions, and Brandon probably will be a Mike, and we'll move all the guys around and figure out who the best three are, and as you know, we'll have to have 6 ready to go.